Have you ever walked into a room and felt overwhelmed by all the stuff, things you haven't touched in years, piling up, taking over your space? You're not alone. Clutter can weigh us down. It adds stress, makes daily tasks harder, and as we age, it can even bring anxiety or forgetfulness. But here's the good news. You don't have to live with it. Meet Helen. She spent over 30 years in her cozy home, filling it with memories, keepsakes, and things she thought she'd need someday. But lately, her home feels more like a cluttered storage unit than a peaceful retreat. Closets are packed. Drawers won't close. Every surface holds something she meant to sort through. Sound familiar? Many of us hold on to things because of the memories. Or those, what if I need it later thoughts? But what if letting go could bring you more peace, more space, and even more joy? That's what Helen wants. And that's why we're here today. We're going room by room, sharing 20 everyday items you can declutter right now to create a lighter, more peaceful home. Small steps, big changes. Do you feel a bit like Helen? Drop a comment below and let us know. And if you're ready to reclaim your space, hit that like button and subscribe for more tips to make life after 60 simpler, healthier, and happier. And let's get started. 1. Home office. Clear your mind and focus. Now, let's step into the home office, your space for focus and clarity. It should help you think clearly. But for Helen, it's a clutter zone. File folders are overflowing. Cords are tangled. A drawer is stuffed with dried-up pens. Paper and gadgets pile up fast, and they can cloud your mind. Let's clear the mess with 3 everyday items you can declutter today. First, old bills and paperwork. Helen sorts through stacks of old utility bills, bank statements, and documents she hasn't touched in years. Most papers don't need to take up space. Digitize important documents, scan and store them securely. Shred old bills or sensitive papers you no longer need. Keep only the essentials, like tax records, legal documents, or medical records. What's the oldest piece of paper cluttering your office? Next, outdated electronic culture. Helen opens a drawer and finds a jumble of mystery cables, an old flip phone, and a charger for a device she doesn't even have. If you don't know what a cord is for, it's just clutter. Match every cord to a device. No match, let it go. Recycle or donate old electronics instead of letting them gather dust. Use labeled organizers for the cords you keep. Helen sorted her mess, and her drawers are now clutter-free. Finally, unused office supplies. Helen grabs a pen only to find half of them don't work. Sticky notes, dried-up markers, and empty notebooks cover her desk. Test your pens and markers. Toss the ones that don't work. Keep only a small amount of sticky notes, notebooks, and supplies. Donate extras to schools or community centers. Helen cleared her desk, and her office now feels organized and ready for work. What's the most useless item on your desk? Helen's home office is now a clear space. It's functional, focused, and free of distractions. But the next area, it's a small space where clutter can create safety risks. Stick around, we're heading to the bathroom next. 2. Kitchen. Make cooking easier. Now, let's move to the kitchen. The heart of so many homes. It's where you whip up favorite meals, share stories over coffee, or try that new recipe. But for Helen, her kitchen feels more frustrating than inspiring. Cabinets are overflowing, drawers won't close, and finding the right lid for a container, it's like a treasure hunt. Sound familiar? A cluttered kitchen makes cooking stressful. Let's simplify it. Starting with 4 everyday items you can declutter today. First, expired pantry items. Helen opens her pantry. And what does she find? Cans of soup from 2 years ago. A bag of flour way past its prime. Most pantries hide items that are expired, stale, or just never used. They take up valuable space. Here's what to do. Check those expiration dates. Toss anything gone bad. Got unopened, unexpired food you won't use. Donate it to a local food bank. Then, organize by category so you can see what you have. Go ahead, peek in your pantry. Found anything expired? Next up, mismatched food containers. Helen's drawers are stuffed with plastic containers, but half are missing lids. Some are cracked, others stained or warped from the microwave. It's frustrating when you can't pack leftovers without a struggle. If you've got containers without lids or lids without containers, it's time to say goodbye. Here's a decluttering hack: match each container with its lid. No match it goes. Toss old, damaged ones, and stick to a few versatile, stackable sizes. Helen pared down to a few high-quality sets, and now meal prep is stress-free. Then we have excess mugs and cups. Helen opens a cabinet, and it's a mountain of mugs. Over 20, and she doesn't even drink coffee. They're from trips, gifts, events, but she only uses 3. Sound like your kitchen. Mugs multiply over time, but too many just clutter your space. Sort through them. Keep only the ones you love and use. Donate the rest, or repurpose them for plants or storage. Helen kept her favorites, and her cabinets feel so much roomier. How many mugs are in your collection? Could you cut it in half? Finally. Old cookware. Helen's pots and pans have seen better days. A scratched non-stick pan. A warped, rusty baking sheet. Worn-out cookware isn't just annoying, it can be a health risk. Scratched coatings may release harmful chemicals. Warped pans don't cook evenly. Toss anything with deep scratches, rust, or peeling surfaces. Keep only the pots and pans you use regularly. Helen kept her go-to frying pan, one good saucepan, and a sturdy baking sheet. Everything else gone. Her cabinets are now easy to navigate. What's the oldest pan in your kitchen? Helen's kitchen is already feeling lighter. Cooking is simpler, and she's actually excited to be in there again. But the next room, it's where clutter can make rest impossible. Stick around, we're heading to the bedroom next. 3. Bedroom. Create a restful sanctuary. Now, let's move to the bedroom, your haven for rest and peace. It should feel calm, a place to unwind. But for Helen, her bedroom feels cramped and cluttered. Closets are packed, shoes are everywhere. Her nightstand is buried under random items. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary, not a storage space. Let's make it restful by decluttering 4 everyday items today. First, clothes you don't wear. Helen opens her closet and finds clothes she hasn't worn in years. Some don't fit. Others are outdated, or just not her style anymore. If you haven't worn something in a year, you probably won't. Holding on to clothes out of guilt or what-if thoughts makes it harder to find what you love. Try this decluttering hack. Turn all your hangers backward. After wearing an item, hang it back normally. In 6 months, anything still backward goes. Donate clothes in good condition to charities. Keep only what fits and feels great. How many unworn clothes are hiding in your closet? Next, worn-out bedding. Helen checks her bed and sees lumpy pillows and thinning sheets. Old bedding can collect dust mites and make sleep less comfortable. Worn sheets feel scratchy, and flat pillows don't support you well. Replace pillows every 1 to 2 years for better hygiene and rest. If sheets are pilling or torn, get a fresh set. Keep only the blankets you use. Helen switched to crisp, cozy bedding, and her bed now feels so inviting. Then we have excess shoes. Helen looks at her closet floor and sees a pile of shoes. Heels she never wears, sneakers that hurt her feet, sandals with broken straps. Shoes that don't fit or cause pain just take up space. Keep only comfortable shoes you wear regularly. Toss pairs that are worn out or hurt your feet. Donate good condition shoes to those in need. Helen kept a few favorite pairs, and now picking shoes is so easy. How many extra pairs are in your closet? Finally, costume jewelry you never wear. Helen's jewelry box is full of clutter. Tarnished pieces she bought on impulse. Gifts she never liked. They're all there. Jewelry you don't wear just adds mess. Keep only pieces that are special or meaningful to you. Pass down sentimental items to family. Donate outdated ones. Helen kept her cherished pieces and let go of the rest. Her jewelry box is now neat and purposeful. What's cluttering your jewelry box? Helen's bedroom is now a true retreat. It's calm. We have clutter, but the next space, it's where papers and gadgets pile up and can steal your focus. Stick around, we're heading to the home office next. 4. Living room. Clear the space for comfort. Let's start in the living room, the heart of your home. It's where you relax, read a good book, or share laughter with loved ones. But does your living room feel cozy and inviting, or cramped and cluttered? For Helen, It's been feeling more like a storage space than a sanctuary. Sound familiar? Don't worry. We're here to help. Here are 4 everyday items you can declutter today to make your living room feel lighter and more peaceful. First up, old magazines and newspaper. Helen loves flipping through magazines with her morning coffee, but over time, they've piled up. On the coffee table, the bookshelves, even a chair in the corner. Some are over a year old. Here's the truth: these stacks collect dust, take up space, and rarely get read again. If it's more than 6 months old, it's time to let it go. Recycle them. Love a recipe or article? Take a quick photo with your phone. Save it digitally. Be honest. Do you have a stack of old newspapers hiding somewhere? Next, worn-out throw pillows. Throw pillows add color and comfort. But when they're faded, lumpy, or stained, they make your space look tired. Helen's couch was covered with pillows that had lost their charm. Instead of cozy, they felt cluttered. Here's a simple rule: if a pillow has lost its shape, or you haven't used it in years, it's time to donate or replace it. Helen swapped her old pillows for a few fresh, soft ones that match her style. The result, an instant upgrade. Now, let's talk about excess decorative items. Helen's shelves are filled with souvenirs, trinkets, and keepsakes, each one tied to a memory. But together, they make her living room feel chaotic instead of calm. Too many small items turn dusting into a nightmare and can overwhelm your space. Try this. Ask yourself, does this truly bring me joy? Would I miss it if it were gone? Helen chose a few favorites, like a framed family photo and a vase from her travels. The rest stored or donated. Her shelves now feel open, airy, and intentional. Look around your living room. Is there a surface covered in trinkets? Challenge yourself to remove half and see how it feels. Finally, unused furniture. Helen had an armchair no one ever sat in, a side table piled with unread mail, an old lamp that didn't even work. Extra furniture doesn't just take up space, it makes your home harder to navigate. For seniors, a cluttered room can even be a safety hazard, increasing the risk of tripping. If you have a chair, table, or piece of furniture that just collects dust, it's time to let it go. Helen removed what she didn't need. Suddenly, her living room felt spacious, safe, and so much more inviting. Ask yourself, is there a piece of furniture in your living room you could live without? Helen's living room is already transforming. It's lighter, more open, and truly a place to relax. But the next room, it's where clutter really hides, and some of it could even be a health risk. Stick around, we're heading to the kitchen next. 5. Bathroom. Simplify for safety. Now, let's move to the bathroom, a small space that should feel fresh and safe. But for Helen, it's packed with clutter. Expired medications, half-used bottles, and stacks of old towels take up space. These items aren't just messy, they can create real safety risks. Let's simplify the bathroom with 3 everyday items you can declutter today. First, expired medications. Helen checks her medicine cabinet and finds old painkillers, outdated prescriptions, and half-empty bottles she forgot about. Expired medications can lose effectiveness or even become dangerous. Check expiration dates and discard anything outdated. Never flush medications. Take them to a pharmacy or a proper disposal site. Keep only the medications you need, stored in a labeled, easy-to-reach container. Have you found an old medication in your cabinet? Next, half-used toiletries. Helen has half-empty shampoo bottles, dried-up lotions, and a collection of tiny hotel soaps. These just collect dust and clutter your space. Toss expired or dried-out products. Use up half-full bottles before opening new ones. Donate unopened items to shelters if they're still good. Helen simplified her routine, and her bathroom now feels spacious and clean. Finally, old towels. Helen's linen closet is stuffed with frayed, stained, or mismatched towels she never uses. Fresh, soft towels make daily routines better. Keep only the towels you use regularly. Repurpose old towels as cleaning rags, or donate them to animal shelters. Helen kept her best towels, and her bathroom now feels organized and welcoming. Helen's bathroom is now safe, fresh, and easy to use. But there's one last space where clutter hides and memories linger. Stick around, we're heading to the garage next. 6. Garage and sentimental items. Keep the memories, not the stuff. Now, let's tackle the garage, the final frontier of clutter. For Helen, it's a catch-all for forgotten items, old tools, and sentimental treasures she can't quite let go. These things take up space and hold her back. Let's reclaim the garage with 2 key areas of clutter you can declutter today. First, broken or unused tools and gadgets. Helen finds a rusty drill, a box of tangled extension cords, and an old lawnmower that hasn't worked in years. She kept them thinking, I might need this one day, but she never does. Broken tools or duplicates you don't use just create mess. Toss anything that's broken and hasn't been fixed. Keep only the tools you use regularly. Donate working tools to community programs or repair shops. Helen let go of her unused gadgets, and her garage feels open and functional. Next to sentimental clutter, this is the toughest part. Helen opens boxes filled with old gifts, childhood toys, and keepsakes from loved ones. Birthday cards, an old wedding dress, her children's artwork from decades ago. She wonders, if I let these go, am I losing the memories? But memories aren't in things, they're in your heart. Keep a few truly special items. Digitize letters, photos, or artwork to save the memory without the clutter. Pass sentimental items to family members who'd cherish them. Helen chose a few precious keepsakes and let go of the rest. Her garage is now free of clutter, and her heart feels lighter. Helen's garage is no longer a storage dump. It's a usable space, clear of unnecessary stuff. Her home is transformed, and she's ready to enjoy it fully. Stick around, we're wrapping up with a look at Helen's new, clutter-free life next. Final. Helen's new life. Clutter-free. Let's take a moment to see Helen's home now. She stands in her living room and it's transformed. The piles of old newspapers, the extra furniture no one used removed. The stacks of trinkets cleared away. Every item in her home has a purpose. Her space feels open, calm, and truly inviting. In the kitchen, no more expired food or mismatched containers. Cooking is simple again. Her bedroom, it's a restful retreat. With clothes she loves and fresh, cozy bedding, Helen feels lighter because decluttering isn't just about letting go of things. It's about making space for peace, for clarity, for a home that feels like home. Small changes lead to big results. Less clutter means more freedom. You can start today with just one small step. What's one room in your home you'd love to declutter first? Drop a comment below and let us know. If this video helped you, hit the like button and share it with a friend who needs a fresh start. Subscribe for more tips to make your home and your life simpler and happier. Thanks for watching, and happy decluttering.